First question, Zach Allen.
Hey, bro. Hey, John. Question for you, man. Kevin Porter Jr. is coming to this team real soon. How anxious are you to play with him and teach some things and be big brother to him like you're doing to the other guys like Tate and of course Ben McLemore as well?
I think it'd be great. I get an opportunity to watch him play. I know how talented he was since high school. I'm real cool with a lot of guys from Seattle, and I watched they basketball growing up a lot. With Jamal, IT, Brandon Roy, Will Conroy, all those guys, Martell Webster, Terrence Williams, Zach Levine, all those guys. I've been watching all those guys grow up and play, and even had Zach in my camp one time. So I've been a big fan of Kevin Porter. So, we know the reason why he went to the G League to get in shape, find himself, get things in order. I think he can help our team as being a backup point guard. He scores the ball at all levels, can find people. He competes.
Jonathan Fagan.
There's runs in all games, but it seems to be when there's a bad stretch for you guys, it's extremely long and tough to overcome. Does the losing streak sort of multiply on a stretch with shots not falling that makes it worse?
Yeah, I think today the matchup was perfect for us. We were small. They were small for real, because Boucher is a pick and pop guy and a lob threat for them. So it was kind of a great matchup for us. We missed some shots. We had a lot of good looks we missed. They made the ones in the crunch time we needed to. It's just still so difficult, man. All the driving that between me, EG, and Vic does. And there's always constant excuse of why we don't get calls. But that's not the reason why we lost the game. But that affects the game. That helps us get an opponent. That helps us get to the free throw line. We missing the easy shots at the rim that we was making early on. Even the play when I drove and got my ankle stepped on, when they touched the ground, they said it should have been an offensive foul. I'm like, how? All I did was shoot a basic layup. If it was an offensive foul, you should have called it in. But they continue to let guys hit us, land on us, and it goes on.
Thank you.
Brian Bearfield.
John, I asked Coach Salas and PJ about this with the multiple game losing streak, and the adversity that you all are going through. Can you also see that you all are right there on the cusp of being, a really good team going into the second half?
Most important thing for us is just keep teaching. We're teaching as much as we can to help guys without that many practices. It's a lot of young guys, a couple of veterans, and we all learning on the fly. Getting used to playing with each other. And like PJ said, the most important thing you can do is go out there and play hard and compete. That's the easiest thing we can do, missing and making shots. And I think we did that tonight, even though when they got up on a big lead, we had good looks after good looks, we just missed. But we've been in a situation where we're down 17 and 18, and we find our way back into a game. But the most important thing when you do that is you just got to play hard. And we continue to play hard even though we was missing good looks. And that's how we was able to make it a game in the fourth quarter.
Christos Saltis.
Hello, John. I would like to ask you, after 10 straight losses, what is the main problem that you would like to resolve on the court as a team? And do you believe that with one win, everything will gonna change?
Yeah, the most important thing with us to do this losing streak is just play hard and compete. We could deal with losses when we're missing shots and playing hard and compete. It's the losses when you don't play hard and compete and you getting blown out. Those are the losses you can't look back on. But the ones that we give everything we have and play hard, you can accept those losses because there's going to be some nights where you're just not making shots.
Last question, Brian Bearfield.
John, in the first half of the season, you've come back after, missing a significant amount of time. Do you feel like you're getting your legs up under you, and do you think that you'll hit another stride come the second half of the season?
I hope so. Having played in 2 years, I have a little bit of nicks and bruises that I'm playing through and getting through. But, through NBA season, who's not playing through anything like that? Some days I feel great, some days I don't. But you know me, I don't make no excuses. I go out there and compete, give it everything I have when I step between those four lines. So earlier in the season, I was moving a lot better. Then I took a knee that kind of set me back a little bit when I missed those 5 games, and I'm still dealing with that from time to time. But that's no excuse. I feel great. I think I'm having a great comeback. People said I wouldn't be nowhere near close to what I was, and I'm still showing glimpses of that. So, and then I'm also being a leader of a new team and trying to get all these guys acclimated to the way we want to play and the new coach they have here. So it's all going good for me. I'm just happy to be able to step between these lines and compete on the NBA level again.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.